In this video, we are going to be tapping into the energy of already having what you already want. Okay, we are using our bodies as the pilot and not letting it sit there as a passenger, because our bodies are so important. And as you know, our heart, okay, actually drives your behavior from the limbic part of your brain. Okay, so I know a lot of women, I even fall into this category at times. I used to all the time. It's like whenever I go have lunch with a girlfriend or do something joyful for myself without cleaning the house, I feel like I don't deserve it. Okay, and I feel guilty, and I'm like, oh, I'm not worthy enough to do it. Okay, the reason why it's so important, it's not just like, oh, tapping into self-love. Yes, that's true, but I'm going to give you and even more important is using your body as a pilot to guide it. Okay, so one of my old business coaches just gave us this exercise to do, and it applies to everything. Okay, so write 3 columns. Okay, this is our desired goal. Okay, a lot of us treat this goal up here like, oh my god, I want it, and we do everything and we're working hard. But if you can see what my energy is doing, I'm contracting. Okay, we want to be that relaxed flow energy and not like I want, and that's more like I'm in lack. Okay, I'm in lack. Okay, so we want to get up to that same frequency as that energy there, so it feels normal in our body. It feels normal for us to receive it, and that's why we got to go actually have fun. Go for a coffee, you've got to have fun, so that the energy of what your goal is, when you meet it, it feels so natural. Okay, so let's say your desired goal is to feel confident to charge people for my services. This was a real thing for me, and also I wanted like a 20k month in my business, and I was always like, oh. But you've got to think of, okay, how will you feel? What's the emotion or feeling in your body once you have got that goal? Okay, happy, confident, unstoppable. Okay, unstoppable. I've got to put that one in there. Okay, unstoppable. Happy, confident, kick ass. Okay, now the third column is, where do these feelings, these emotions, feelings in your body show up right now? Okay, for me, swimming in the ocean, going for a great workout. And this seems a bit silly, but it ain't. Okay, confidence driving. Most of you can drive without even thinking. Tap into that and just realize that you're like, oh my God, I'm confident driving. This is the same feeling as when I'm going to be able to charge people for money or post online and feel confident about it. Okay, because remember, you feel confidence in so many areas of your life. Maybe it's working in your 9-to-5 job now that you can do with your eyes closed and you have authority there. I was in the film industry for 26 years, and I left about 4 years ago. And I keep saying no to jobs, and people still call me. I don't have an agent anymore, but someone called and they keep calling, and I went, oh, okay, I love working with you. I'll do it. It was a 1-day shoot. So a 1-day shoot and a 1-day location survey in Recce. And I realized that I don't want to do that anymore, but I'm glad I did it, because it reminded me that I've got to keep my programs really simple. But the main thing was when I got onto set and I run the set, and it was like AFL players and this, and I'm like, cut, action. And I was like, wow, because I feel so confident. I have authority, because, in my business is so up and down, and I'm still working things out and things change, that I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. So for me, I'm totally, every few months, if a job comes in and someone rings, and a friend or a colleague, I'm just going to say yes, because I felt that authority, and I'm like, oh, this is what it feels like for everyone to listen to me, and I'm like, go here. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, I'm going to remember right now that when I'm driving, I'm kick-ass. I'm confident doing things, okay? Instead of the absolute going, oh, I'm not confident posting online. That's the only little thing. You've got that energy of confidence in other areas of your life and joy, so you can tap into that so quickly and come up to that level, okay? So, for example, just say, I want to feel calm. I want to feel calm in my body, okay, general, and stop, stepping at my kids. Where does that feel up in your body right now? Maybe it's just warmth on your skin. Maybe it's having a cup of tea in the sun. Okay, and guess what? And so that's the thing you can tap into, and that's how you're going to feel as well when you actually get that goal. Okay, and let me tell you, if you're a parent, it's not going to always be like that. I mean, I feel like I'm 90% like that, and then there's always 10% where I'm like, so I guess to have that contrast is actually a blessing, so we know and we appreciate when we are feeling that calm, that we know the difference and the contrast between. I hope that has helped. It certainly helps me tapping into that energy of already having. And yes, it's self love and all of that too. But when you realize that, oh, I've got it, my body's got to get used to having that energy of like my desire, that's how I'm going to feel, and I can actually tap into that now without spending any money. Maybe it's just grounding, taking your shoes off and just walking on the grass, sitting in nature. It's so simple. And then acknowledge it and be like, oh, and try and feel the sensations in your body, because our body is the pilot. It is much stronger. That's the thing that guides everything. Okay, and in the next video we are going to go deeper into where all this stems from. Okay, where this stems from, the stories, the imprints from childhood. But really important that you know how to tap into that energy and not feel guilty about it, but enjoy it and love it. Okay, go do something of that in that third column right now. Okay, bye for now.